मुनित्रय प्रार्थना। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। येन धौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चाज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ नमः पाणिनिकात्यायन पतञ्जलिभ्यः शब्दविद्या संप्रदाय प्रवर्तकेभ्यो मुनिभ्यो महद्भ्यो गुरुभ्यः। भविष्यत् कालार्धक प्रत्ययाः अनुवर्तन्ते। We will start this lesson with the 11th rule in third pada of third chapter. Bhava vachanascha. Earlier sutra tumun ulau kriyayam kriyarthayam क्रियायां क्रियार्थायां भविष्यति इति सर्वम् अत्र अनुवर्तते एक्सेप्ट तुमुन् उलौ। दट इज क्रियायां क्रियार्थायां भविष्यति काले इत पूर्व सूत्रेण तुमुन् एंड नुल हैव बीन इम्पोज्ड। नौ भविष्यति काले क्रियायां क्रियार्थायां भाववचनाः च भविष्यति काले भवन्ति इत्यर्थः। That means earlier sutra the context was two actions are being done, two verbs, two different dhatus. The first dhatu, the function of the first dhatu is being done by the subject in order that he may do something else in future. So, to the dhatu indicating future tense, it gets tumun and nul prachaya. Now, in the place of tumun and nul, bhavavachanaha. That means bhavavachanaha. Bhavavachanaha means bhavam vakti iti bhavavachanam. So, it is telling the bhava. The bhava of what? Dhatuardha bhavaha. Dhatuardha bhavaha atra bhavaha uchyate. So, the words formed from the dhatus to indicate the dhatuartha. That means, example, pach dhatu is there. Pach means to cook. To indicate the word, the act of cooking, we say pakaha. A particular prachaya is used to indicate the bhavavachanam. Pachi, pachati is cooking. Pakaha, the act of cooking. He is doing the act of cooking. So, these are the bhavavachanas. They are produced from the dhatus with certain prachayas. In English, we can just compare these bhavavachanams with the abstract nouns. To cook is the verb in English. The act of cooking is the abstract noun of from the cook dhatu. So, here the rule states that when two actions are being done, the present action for the sake of a future action, then for the dhatu relating to the future action, bhavavachanardhe some prachaya can be used, and instead of the dhatu itself, a bhavavachanam representing the meaning of the dhatu can be used, and that also will be in future tense. That is the subject of this sutra. Bhavavachanaha cha bhavishyati kale क्रियायाम उपपदे क्रियार्थायाम भवन्ति. Now this bhavavachanam is substituting the earlier told tumun and ul. What are these bhavavachanas? We have to examine. How to form bhavavachanas out of dhatus, from dhatus. They are explained in detail in several rules, in the several rules coming after this. Right from, see, now we are in the 11th rule. Right from 18th rule onwards, say up to, say, 97 or beyond that, up to 112, from 3rd chapter, 3rd pada, 18th rule to 112th rule, we have got in these sutras the pratyayas denoted for forming bhavavachanas from dhatus. So those pratyayas are to be taken for the purpose of this sutra bhavavachanaha. For example, anyhow we are going to tell all those rules, the pratyayas indicated for creating bhavavachanas, but just as a, we'll just see at a glance. That is, bhave iti 18th rule, adhikare vihitaha, adhikara sutram. Under this adhikara bhave, several sutras up to 312 they are related. For example, ghai pratyayah, ghai pratyayantaha bhavavachanaha. They are given from 18th rule to 55th rule. And then ach pratyayantaha bhavavachanaha. That is given in 56th rule. Then ap pratyayah, ap pratyayanta bhavavachanaha. That they are given from 3357 to 3387. More than 30, in 31 sutras we have got that Apvidhana Sutram. They are also bhavavachanas. 3. This 3 iti pratyayah in 88th rule that has been imposed. And then next rule, athuch, nang, ki. And ultimately, tin iti pratyayah that has been used for producing bhavavachanas from dhatus. But this tin alone will be in a feminine gender. Striyam tin iti sutrena, tin pratyayas, under this adhikara, tin pratyayas are related, and all of them, all of the tin pratyayanta shabdas, they are supposed to be in feminine gender. So, we have to take one of the bhavavachanas indicated by formed from dhatus with these pratyayas, ghai, etc. Now, we will take one example. Pakaya vrajati. Paka is the bhavavachanam out of dhatu pach. Pacha pake iti dhatu. Pach pake iti dhatohu utpannasya bhavavachanam pakaha. How this bhavavachanam has been formed? Pach is the dhatu. On this, ghai is the pratyaya to be imposed. Ghai means ghakaraha it bhavati, nyakaraha it bhavati. That nyakara is for vrudhyardham, to bring about vruddhi in the dhatu, and only a will subsist in this. After removing the its, ghai means a. So pach plus a. Because of this nit, ghai is nit, it creates vruddhi. So pach becomes pach. Pach plus a. Choh kuhu jheli iti sutrena chakarasya kakaro bhavati. So pak plus a. Paka. Pakaha iti pradhama vibhakti ekavachane. So paka is the abstract noun word. produced from pach dhatu. This is a bhavavachanam. So this also will be in bhavishyat kala. Then pakaya vrajati is the sentence. Vrajati means goes. He goes for performing the act of cooking. Ichartha. So this how this paka shabdat pakaya iti chaturthi katham utpanna. This is produced because of the vibhakti prakarana sutram tumardhacha bhavavachanat. When a bhavavachanam is created and used in the sentence for tum ardhaha, that is here in the same meaning of paktum, paka is used. So tumardhat bhavavachanat chaturthi bhavati iti chaturthi vidhana sutram asmabhi paditam vibhakti prakarane. So because this is paka is for substituting tumun, so on this paka chaturthi vibhakti is to be imposed. So pakaya iti chaturjanta padam. Pakaya vrajati. Another example is with another prachaya we will take the bhavavachanam prepared from another prachaya. Bhutaye vrajati. Vrajati goes. Bhutaye. Bhuti means glory. He goes for attainment of glory. Ichartha. This bhuti is the bhavavachanam out of bhudhatuhu. Bhudhatoho bhavardhe ktin prachayah. Bhu prasuti. Bhuti. This is substituting tumun. Bhutaye. Bhutihi means glory. For the sake of glory. Bhutaye iti chaturthi. Similar way, pushtaye vrajati. Vrajati goes. Pushti. Pushti means nourishment. He goes for getting nourishment. Ichartha. Pushadhatuhu. Pushti iti shabdaha. Pushadhatohu utpannam. Pushtau. To nourish iti dhatu pataha. Tinnanta shabdaha. Out of from pusha dhatu, if you add tin, it becomes pushti. Pushtaye vrajati. Pushti shabdat chaturthi. Bhojanaya vrajati. This is a bhojana shabdaha. Bhavavachanam. Lyut prachayantaha. Bhojana chaturthi bhojanaya. He goes for the purpose of eating. Ichartha. So bhojanam is a bhavavachanam produced from bhuj dhatuhu. Then if you examine closely, we have already discussed all these prachayas for producing bhavavachanas from dhatus have been related from 3.3.18 to 3.3.12. When they are being related by the coming sutras, why they have been taken here? When these ghai, thin, etc. are being ordained by the future rules, then why at all again here it is taken? It is taken here because the bhavavachanaha, bhavishyat kalarthaka bhavavachanaha, they should not be barred by the use of tumun. So we told that it is substituting tumun. But tumun can become a bar on the bhavavachana. So to avoid tumun being a bar, that is, if you tell in Sanskritam, tumun iti badhate, bhavavachanaha iti badhate. So to avoid that badha, that is, to avoid bhavavachana not to be included, that is, tumun can bar the bhavavachana. So in order that tumun should not bar it, even though the ghai etc. have been given separately in the coming sutras, because in this particular chapter, va asarupe iti sutram tad na angikrutam, tad nasti atra. So even dissimilar prachayas also, dissimilar prachayas also can be badhakam for the earlier prachayas. So to avoid that earlier prachayas badhakatvam, we have formed this, Panini Maharshi has formed this sutram. But one vishesha is to be noted here. These prachayas are to be imposed on the dhatus, bhavavachana prachayas, keeping in view the samanjasyam, that is, the fitness and the consistency or the propriety of using those prachayas for creating those words. It is not as if we can add any prachaya to form a bhavavachanam from a dhatu. We have to see the fitness and also the propriety of adding that prachaya and forming that word. For example, we told bhutaye vrajati. Bhuti is the bhavavachanam from bhutatu. We cannot say, because this is substituting tumun prachaya, bhavitum vrajati. We cannot convey the meaning in bhutaye vrajati with the sentence bhavitum vrajati. Because bhavitum merely says to be, in order to be. Bhuti has got a very deep meaning. Bhuti is glory. It has got its own peculiar meaning, rudhyardha. So, seeing the rudhyardhas in the vyavahara, we have to use the prachayas. We cannot simply say, for bhutaye vrajati, bhavitum vrajati. Bhavitum vrajati means he goes just to be there. Bhutaye vrajati means he goes for attainment of glory. Now, let us go to the next sutra. An karmanicha bhavishyati kriyayam kriyardhayam iti anvartate. The additional thing here is this kriyardhayam kriyayam upapade, again the same context, earlier sutras. One action is being done for the sake of a future action. So, when the future action, the dhatu relating to the future action, when it is combined with a karma padam, and on that karma padam, an is the prachaya is to be imposed for karma padam. An karmanicha dhatoho an prachaya bhavati bhavishyati kale karmani upapade kriyayam cha kriyardhayam. That means क्रियापदस्य उपपदम यदि कर्मपदम भवति पुनः क्रियार्धा क्रियावाक्ये उपपदत्वं निर्वहति तत्र धातोः अण् प्रत्ययो भवति. The dhatu coming to be used in future tense, that is, the subject is going to do that dhatu work in future only. That dhatu, if it is prefixed by a karma padam, that dhatu gets an prachayaha. We will take one example. Kandam lavitum vrajati icharthe. A person goes. What is the future action is going to do? This vraji dhatuhu, it is for the sake of a future action. What is the future action? Kanda lavanam. That is, he wants to cut the branch of a tree. Kanda means branch of a tree. He wants to cut a branch of the tree. So, kandam lavitum gacchati. If you want to use tum, kandam lavitum, that means to break the branch of a tree, he is now going. Here, lavana dhatuhu, lu iti dhatuhu, that is the verb going to be done in future. That has got a karma padam, kandam. Kim lunati, kandam lunati. So kanda is the karma upapadam. So when karma upapadam is prefixed to future kriya, that future kriya dhatu will get anprachaya. So here lu is the dhatu. Lavitum. Future in future tense is going to do this lavanam, that is chedanam, cutting. So lu dhatu, lu plus an. Lu becomes lav because an has got nakara. Lu becomes lav. Vruddhi. Lu plus lav plus a. An means a. Lavaha, avadeshaha. So lavaha is the word formed on lu prachaya with an. This is done, this an is done here. The reason being kanda being the upapadam. Kanda, karma padam is the upapadam here. So kandam lavitum icharthe, kandam lunati icharthe, kandalavaha prajati. What does this mean? How to translate it in English? The breaker of the tree's trunk goes now. Goes for felling the branch of the tree. So also we can take other dhatus also. There also anprachaya when karma padam is upapadam. Ashwadayaha vrajati. Ashwadayaha. Ashwadanam yaha karoti. Ashwa is the karma. Dana dhatuhu da iti dhatuhu. This dhatu da, because it is prefixed by karma, ashwa, da gets an by the sutra. So da plus a. Ato yuk chin krutoh iti sutrena yugagamaha. Da plus y plus a. Dayaha. Dayaha means the person who is going to give. The person who is going to give the ashwas in charity, he goes. Ichartha. The gifter of horse goes. Ichartha. Another example, Godayaha vrajati. The gifter of cow goes. He goes for the purpose of gifting a cow. So here, go shabdaha karma padam, gam datum, go shabdaha karma padam, da dhatuhu, tasmat anprachayaha, da plus ya, dayaha. Godayaha vrajati. The gifter of cows goes. Kambaladayaha vrajati. The gifter of blankets goes. This anprachayaha, when karmapadam is upapadam, already we have taken up the sutra in the earlier pada. Karmani an. Iti, that sutra already has been imposed. Purvameva. Tam prachayam nul badheta. This tumunnulau kriyayam kriyardhayam iti taduktam nul prachaya, that may come to bar this anprachaya. So tadartham punaha atra anaha karmani iti punaha an vihitam atra. Otherwise, when karma padam is kumbham karoti is the example we had given there. Kumbhakaraha iti. Kumbha, when kumbha is the karma padam, karmani an dhatoho anprachayo bhavati iti. Already we have studied that. This is given here for kriyardhayam kriyayam. So apavadat nulam badhitva anneva bhavati. Dayaha iti an bhavati. Suppose you want to use nul, which we are bothered to use here, dayakaha bhavati. Atra godayaha kambaladayaha ityeva vaktavyam. Kambaladayakaha godayakaha iti navaktavyam. Because this an is barring that apavada, an is the apavada of that nul. Now we will go to the next sutra. Lut seshecha. Lit seshecha. Bhavishyati iti anvartate. Lit is the pratyaya is going to impose here. For the first time it is being imposed in the Ashtadhyayi Sutras. Lit दशलकारेषु ऋट् भविष्यत्काले उपयुज्यते इति पूर्वमुक्तं. लडु वर्तमाने लेट् वेदे भूते लुङ् लिट् लुङ्गस्तथा विध्यासिषोस्तु लिङ्लोटौ लुट् लुट् लृङ् च भविष्यति इति we have taken up this sloka earlier. So Bhavishyat kale lut is imposed. Lut is used for Bhavishyat kala dhatuhu. Bhavishyati vartamane dhatoho lut prachayo bhavati. Where seshecha. What is this sesha? Sesha means the remaining thing. Sesha means here, earlier kriyardhopapadat uktam. Kriyardhopapadat kriyayam. Bhavishyati kale, some prachayas have been used. For example, tumun vul ichadayaha, gami ichadayaha, bhavishyati gamyadayaha. We have used so many prachayas for bhavishyat kala. So, barring those prayogas, for the rest of the things, for the rest of the context, lut is to be imposed. So, Kriyardhopapade dhatoho tumun villu bhavavachanaha already we have taken up. So tebhyaha anyaha seshaha. Seshe. Seshe means kevala shuddhe bhavishyati kale dhatoho lut prachayo bhavati. Here, without just stopping with lut to seshe, he has added cha also. This cha includes the earlier context also. That means kevala shuddha bhavishyat kale dhatoho lut prachayo bhavati kriyayam cha upapade kriyardhayam cha lut bhavati. So both the contexts this covers. Now we will take up the examples in both the contexts. Udaharanam kevala shuddha dhatoho Karishyami iti vrajati. Karishyami iti kriu dhatoho lit prachayaha. The prakriya of lit we are going to get only in the later sutras. Sya is the prachaya to be used for lit lakara. So kriu dhatoho sya plus ti. Karishyati bhavati prathama purushe. Uttama Purushe Karishyami. We are telling about a particular person. Karishyami iti vrajati saha. He goes stating that for the reason. Iti. Here iti is avyayam for the reason. Vrajati karanam karishyami iti. I will do this. Iti. With that reason he goes. This is also Bhavishyat kala. But the sentence has been framed only for the Shuddha Dhatu, without Kriyardhayam Kriyayam. So, Karishyami iti vrajati, Bhokshyami iti vrajati. He goes telling that I will take the meal. See, one goes. The reason for going is to do the same, something. This is the example in the context of a present action, thus for performing a future action. Now, suppose only Shuddha Dhatu, without this Kriyardhayam Kriyayam is not there. Simple Dhatu. Karishyati, he is going to do it. Bhokshyati, he is going to eat. So also, Harishyami iti vrajati. vraja is dhatoho action is for the sake of doing. So harishyami iti vrajati means he goes telling that I am going to take it away. So taking it away is guru dhatu. Bhavishyat kalarthe kriyardhayam kriyayam. So kriyardhayam kriyayam iti udaharanam harishyami iti vrajati. Kevala shuddha dhatoho lutlakara udaharanam harishyati iti. Now we will go to the next sutra. Rutaha sadva seshe bhavishyati iti anuvartate. Earlier sutra, it is imposing rit pratyaya for all the sesha and also kriyardhayam kriyayam. So, rutasthane saddapi bhavitum arhati ichartha. What is this sad? Sad is a sanya. We have studied this in earlier chapters. Sad is a sanya for dhatoho latsthane shatru shanach pratyayartham. Shatru and shanach, both pratyayas are called sat. Tau sat iti purvam sutra muktam. Lataha shatru shanachau apradhamayam samanadhikarane. Iti sutra danantaram tau sat. That means tau means shatru and shanach. Shatru and shanach are to be used in the place of vartamana lakara. They are called, both of them are called sat. Here this sutra is telling sat not only in lataha shatrushanachau but ritaha shatrushanachau api bhavataha. These two pratyayas, they can be used in the place of lutlakara also. Earlier they were used in latlakara. This sutra says in lutlakara, that is bhavishyat kalardhaga dhato lutlakare api shatru and shanach can be used. Then in sad pratyaya shatru and shanach, when it is imposed on latlakara, we have also taken vibhasha there. That is lataha shatrushanachau apradhamayam samanadhikarane vibhasha iti. Here also rutaha sadva iti vibhasardham dattam. That means here also in rit sthane bhavishyat kala lakara sthane we can use shatru and shanach vibhashaya. This is a vyavasthita vibhasha. Vyavasthita vibhasha, earlier we have told, apradhama samanadhikarane nityam bhavati, pradhama samanadhikarane vibhashaya bhavati chuktam. In the same way here also, apradhama samanadhikarane rutaha shatrushanachau nityam bhavataha, prathama samanadhikarane vikalpena bhavataha. Let us take examples. Kru plus rit karishya bhavati. On this we have to impose shatru. Karishya plus shatru. Shatru means shakaraha ittu, rikaraha ittu. At sishyate. Karishya plus at. Karishya plus at. Ato gune iti pararupam bhavati. Karishyat iti rupam bhavati. Karishyat. Karishyat, what does this mean? The person who is going to do icharthaha. Tadhaiva kru dhatoho atmanepadi prachaye pare shanach prachayo bhavati. Karishya plus shanach. Karishya plus ana. Ane mukkiti mugagamaha bhavati. Karishya plus mana. Karishyamana bhavati. So, this apradhamayam samanadhikarane chuktam. Apradhamayam samanadhikarane nityam bhavata. Apradhamayam samanadhikaranam, earlier we have explained it. So, when the dhatu is not in prathama adhikaranam, samana prathama samana adhikaranam, That means Pradhama Purushe Nasti Chet Nityam Bhavati. So we have to use Dvitiya. Pradhama Vibhaktau Nasti Chet. Pradhama Purusha Nasti. Pradhama Vibhaktau Nasti Chet. Dvitiya Vibhakti, Tritiya Vibhakti. In that Samanadhikaranam, we can take the examples. Karishyat iti Pratipadikam. Tasmat Karishyan Bhavati Pradhama Vibhaktau. Karishyantam Bhavati Dvitiya Vibhaktau. So with Dvitiya Vibhakti we can use here. Karishyantam Devadattam Pasya. Please see Devadatta. Who is going to do this? Karishyantam Devadattam Pasya. Karishyantam is the Devadattam ityasya Visheshanam. Adava Karishyamanam Devadattam Pasya. Same meaning. Pradhama Varjayitva Dvitiya. Evam Pradhamam Varjayitva Sarvasu Vibhaktishu Bhavati. For example, Tritiya. Karishyata Devadattena Kim Uktam. What has been told by Devadatta? Who is going to do this? Karishyata iti Tritiya. Devadattena ityasya Visheshanam. Arjayishyamanaha. Yaha arjayishyati saha ichartha. The person who is going to errand. Pradhamayam vikalpaha bhavati. Aprathama samanadhikarane nityam bhavati. Pradhamayam vikalpaha bhavati. So karishyan, pradhamayam karishyan iti rupam. Karishyamanaha athava. Karishyan devadattaha. Vikalpena devadattaha karishyati. Karishyamanaha devadattaha. Devadattaha karishyate. Evam vikalpam bhavati. Now let us go to the next sutra. Anadyatane lit bhavishyati iti anuvartate. Ita purvam lit seshecha ichuktam. Yatra bhavavachanam nasti yatra tumundulau nasanti tadrusheshu sandarbheshu seshe bhavishyati lut bhavati ichuktam. We have given examples also. Here, this Anadjatane Luttiti, atra another lakara is being introduced. So, Lut, it is apavada of the Rit. What is the apavada Vishayaha? Rit is the Bhavishyat Kala lakaraha in general sense of future. General future. That means any time. Future pertaining to today, tomorrow or day after, whatever it is. There, rit bhavati. Anadjatane luttiti, lut lakaraha, ritam badhate. Katham anadjatane ardhe bhavishyati. Let us examine what is anadjatana. Adya means today. Adyatana, adya bhavaha, adjatanaha. Pertaining to today. Anadjatane bhavishyati charthe. Iti what is the meaning of anadjatane bhavishyati? Future tense not pertaining to today's future. Future tense pertaining to, not pertaining to today's future, but pertaining to tomorrow's future or day after tomorrow or thereafter. So that is called anadjatana bhavishyat. Anadjatane bhavishyati kale dhatoho lut prachayo bhavati iti artha. Lut prachaya prakriya is slightly different from lit prachaya. Lit we use sya iti prachaya. Syatasi lutoho iti sutrena. Lut mache sya is the prachaya. Lut mache tas. So here we have to use tas. For example, Kru dhatu, let us take. Kru dhatu lut prachaya. Kru plus lut. Tas is the prachaya used in place of vikaranam. So kru plus tas. Kru gets guna. Kar. Kartas. In Prathama Purusha, Lutah Prathamasya Darau Rasaha iti Sutrena, Kartas plus Da Bhavati. Ditvat Ter Lopaha. So, Karta plus A Bhavati. Karta. Kartas ichatra As Lupyate. Kart plus A. Karta. Karta is the Lut Prachayanta Shabdaha on crew. So, this can be used in future tenses not pertaining to today, tomorrow or day after. Shvaha Karta. He is going to do this, he will do this tomorrow. Shvaha Bhokta. He will eat tomorrow or day after. Not now, not today. Anadhyatane is taken to mean not pertaining to today. Suppose a context comes when there is a particular sentence, he may do this today in future or tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Suppose that option is exercised. Today's future is told, tomorrow's and day after tomorrow's future also is told. The option is given there. So, in that case, whether lit is to be used or lut is to be used. There, for example, we take an example. Adya Shova Karishyati. He will do either today or tomorrow. The problem here is, if he will do this today, future, after some time, from now onwards, we have to use lut, karta bhavati. We have to use today's future means samanya, syaprachayaha, karishyati. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow means lut, karta bhavati. Whether we have to use karta here or karishyati, that is the problem. Adya shova, karta va karishyati va. Here, today's future has been indicated and tomorrow's future also is indicated. So here, we are advised to use only lit, samanya. So samanya bhavishyat can be used for today's future or tomorrow's future also. Because it is here, an option is there. Today's future or tomorrow's future, only samanya prachayaha karishyati, that is lut lakara has to be used, not lut lakara. Simply because that there shvo is the word, shvaha word also is there, because it pertains to tomorrow's future. We cannot use lut lakara. Because option is there, today's future or tomorrow's future. Today's future you cannot use lut. Tomorrow's future we can use lut. So here only samanya bhavishyat kala prachayaha lut is to be used. So adya shova karishyati, adya shova bhavishyati, adya shova bhokshyate ichadi rupani bhavanti. There is a vartikam here. Paridevena swastani bhavishyatardhe vaktavya. This is a vartikam in a particular context. Earlier, anadhyatane bhavishyati lut uktaha. Samanya bhavishyati lut uktaha. Anadhyatane bhavishyati, lut cannot be used. But sometimes anadhyatane bhavishyati api, sometimes people want to use lut. Tadardham idam vartikam uktam. What is told here, what is the special context in which for swastani also, that is lut, instead of lut you can use lut. Special context is paridevanam. Paridevanam means somebody is expressing sorrow. Paridevanam means anusochanam, sorrow, dukkham. Somebody is expressing sorrow about a future action. when an action will be done in future or not. He is rooming about that. That is, whether it will be done or not. He is worried about that. Paridevanam means anusochanam, getting worried, sorrow. We will use a particular sentence, Paridevanarthe sentence. The sentence is, Iyam nu kada ganta ya evam padau nidadhati. Here, actually, Bhavishyad anadjatane lutuktam samanya bhavishyati na prapnoti kintu kadachit luktapi desired here. Sometimes it will be desired. The particular context is Paridevanam. Here, in this sentence, Paridevanam is observed here. How? Iyam nu kada ganta ya evam padau nidadhati. The meaning is, one gentleman is brooding sorrowfully. What is that? This lady, when at all she goes, whether she will go or not, who knows? I am worried because she is very, very hesitant. She delays her gamanam. She does not lift herself up, and then she will not set out at all. When this lady sits here calmly without setting her food in advance for going, whether she goes or not, who knows? This is a sentence expressing sorrow. Whether she will go or not, who knows? I want her to go, but she is sitting here. She doesn't move out. When a particular lady doesn't move out, how can we expect her to go? But I want her to go. So he is expressing sorrow about her going. About the future action, he is expressing sorrow. So to indicate that future action, it could have been done by Samanya Bhavishyat Kala. But here, specifically, Anadjatana Bhavishyat Kala is used. Paridevane swastani bhavishyadardhe vaktavya ityuktam. Swastani means lutlakaraha ityarthaha. Purvacharyanam sanya. Another example also we will take to understand this context fully. Ayam kada ajheta ya evam anabhiyuktaha. One person is expressing doubt about a student. He wants him to study well. But he is not very much serious about his study. He is very inattentive, irresolute fellow. Whether at all he will study, he is expressing sorrow in this way. Ayam kada ajheta. When at all he is going to start studying, ya evam anapiyaktaha. That person is very irresolute, inattentive, doesn't have an intention of starting the study at all. Whether at all he will study. So he is expressing dukkham, he is expressing worry about that, about his future action. So there, ayam kada ajheta iti, ajheta is lutlakaraha. Adhipurvaka ing ajhayane iti dhatoho lutlakaraha. Here, instead of samanya bhavishyat kalaha, we have used lutlakara. Now we will go to the next sutra. Pada, ruja, visha, sprusho, ghain. Bhavishyati is no longer continuing here. Nivrittam. These are the ongoing sutras. They are applicable for all the kalas, for all the tenses, past, present and future. So, bhavishyati iti shabdaha nivruttaha. Here, Pada, Ruja, Visha, Spusha. 4 dhatus are used here. But these 4 dhatus, Ghai is the pratyaya to be imposed on these 4 dhatus. In the general sense of time, past, present and future. We will take up dhatus one by one. Padadibhyo dhatubhyaha ghai pracchayo bhavati. Padilru gatau iti dhatuhu. Padyate iti latlakaraha. Padyate means goes, sets about, sets himself about. On this dhatu, ghai is used. Pad plus ghai. Ghai is ruchi karakam. So pad becomes pad. Pad plus a. Padaha. Padaha means foot. Generally, this is kartrarthakaha. The person who goes, icharthe. Kartrarthake dhatoho truchi prachayova, nul prachayova. They are used. But here, this ghai prachaya is used. Kartrarthe krit prachaya. That means kartrarthaka truch and nul apavadatvena ghai is used here. Padaha. Padaha means generally means foot. So the foot is the limb of the walker. Padaha doesn't exactly says walker. In the place of going by feet, by foot, in the place of saying he goes by foot, the foot goes, he is telling. So padaha karanasya kartrutva vivaksha. Pada is the karanam for walking. Karanasya kartrutva vivakshayam padaha iti kartrarthe bhavati. Pada shabdaha, it is arising out of pad dhatuhu with ghai prachaya. Evancha ruja dhatuhu. Rujo bhange iti dhatuhu. Rujati iti latlakaraha. Exactly, the dhatu means here affected by disease, sick ichartha. Ruji plus ghai. Ruji plus a. Laghupada gunaha. Ruji roj. Roj plus a. Chejoho kuhu ginyatoho iti sutrena. Atra ruja ityatra jakarasya gakaraha. So roj plus a roja iti sthite, it becomes roga. Rogaha means sickness. Atrapi karanasya kartrutva vivaksha. Sickness ichartha. So sickness is the word produced out of ruja dhatuhu with ghai prachaya. Visha. Visha dhatuhu. Visha praveshe, to enter. Vishi plus ghai. Laghupada gunaha. Vesh plus a. Veshaha. Vishyati asau iti veshaha. Atrapi karanasya kartrutva vivaksha. Pushyadhatoho. Pushyadhatoho visaye prayogartham ekam vartikam uchyate. Spusha upatape iti vaktavyam. Spusha samsparshe iti dhatu pataha. Samsparsha means touching, meeting with ichartha. But because of anekarthatvam dhatunam, spusha iti dhatuhu upatapardhe api prayujyate. Upatapa means sickness, rogaha. Sprushati iti kartrardhe sprushidhatoho ghai prachayaha. Sprush becomes sparsh, guna. Laghupada gunaha. स्पर्शि प्लस अ स्पर्शः स्पर्शः मीन्स उपतापः रोगः इत्यर्थः उपताप अर्थः यदि नास्ति चेत् उपताप इति अर्थं वर्जयित्वा अन्यत्र अच् प्रत्ययः भवति उपतापार्थे एव घञ् प्रत्ययः भवति अच् प्रत्ययः पचाद्यच् इति पूर्वमुक्तम् अस्माभिः अच् प्रत्ययः अत्र स्पृश प्लस अश् अच् स्पर्शः हियर आल्सो स्पर्श द ओनली डिफरेंस इज स्वर भेदः स्पर्शः देवदत्तः कर्तृर्थे हियर स्पर्शः मीन्स टचिंग टच ओनली एर्लियर घञ् प्रत्ययान्ते स्पर्शः मीन्स रोगः so in different contexts different pratyayas are used now from this sutra onwards in the ongoing sutras bhavishyati iti na anuvartate they are applicable in all the tenses generally now with this sutra we'll come to the end of our lesson with shanti mantra om sahana vavatu sahanau bhunaktu सह वीर्यंकरवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति शांति शांति।